Horns Up Podcast YouTube page. I'm your host, Brian Williams. This is my brother and co-host, Cody. We're sitting here with a local legend, a Colorado local legend. He goes by the name of Andrew Young. That's his government name, right? But we know him by TheMadFanatic. How's it going, my man?
It's going well, man. I'm blessed. How you guys doing?
Same thing. We're blessed here too. Thanks for joining us. We were just kind of giving you a rundown of what we do on the show. I picked one of your songs this week, kind of a funny situation. So our genre this week was dirty songs with clean lyrics. Can you guess what song I picked?
She Loves a D?
She Loves a D, you know it. So that song, I listened to it a couple times this week, just because I always want to get in there and dig in, and some of those funny lyrics, man. I think personally that's my favorite song you've done. What's your personal favorite song that you've recorded for the Broncos?
No, I don't know. That's like they all like my kids, man.
Yeah.
I like them all for different reasons. There's so many stories behind so many of them. I really can't. I couldn't even narrow it down to like 10, honestly.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough. Maybe the YouTube music video helps me ups that song just a little bit for me. That had to be a fun video to shoot. Where'd you guys shoot that at?
I think it was called City Park or something like that. I'm not positive the name of the field. I live in Connecticut, so I don't know everything in Denver, but I know it was a park in Denver that we did the park scenes. We were playing football. Then we did some scenes in Limo Driver's Limo, the big super fan. That was real cool. Barrel. I think there's some shots at this club called Chloe that no longer exists, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And I think I did a couple of shots in Manhattan, the ones with the kitchen scene where the last girl was in.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So that being said, my favorite time, we've ran across each other's paths a couple times. We met at the Super Bowl. Greatest weekend of my life, aside from when my kids were born, of course.
Wow. It's right there, neck and neck.
Yeah, neck and neck.
And
then you came and played in our hometown, Grand Junction, shortly after, and we hung out a little bit and played some pool. But my favorite time ever was the time that you played the live show Thursday Night Football before we played the Packers. Do you recall that?
I do. That was a great time.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it was Thursday Night Football. I thought it was a Sunday game. But I could be mistaken. But yeah, I remember we were 7-0. Everybody thought we were going to lose except us.
Yep.
We knew we were going to beat them, and we held Aaron Rodgers to like 74 yards.
Yeah.
We put a whooping on that boy.
Yeah.
Man, that was a great time. I remember what I had on. I had these T-shirts that said Louder on it. That was our first time throwing a tailgate concert. And it was crazy because I thought of the idea like a couple days beforehand. And I was like, man, I really want to amplify this campaign about getting our music in the stadium. Let's throw a tailgate concert. And we didn't have any money. So we took a China bus, what we call it, a $20 like coach bus from Connecticut to Atlanta so we could fly out from Atlanta because the flights to go to Denver from Atlanta were only $40 round trip.
Whoa.
So we all took this crazy like roundabout way to get to Denver to go to that game. And then we just like duct taped the whole thing. Like we had Gizmo. I don't know if you know Giz.
Yep.
He built this stage for us. We like borrowed a fan sound system and we just made it happen. Like a couple different people bought parking lot passes or parking spaces, and we just threw a concert for free, and it was awesome. That was like one of my favorite days ever.
Yeah, one of my favorite days ever. And I remember you getting your stuff into the stadium. Louder was the album. I think I remember maybe one of your songs being played on Thursday Night Football, the broadcast, maybe against the Chiefs possibly or something like that.
Well, I actually did my first time ever was Broncos Chiefs, but I actually ended up doing the Thursday Night Football intros that entire season and the next season.
Oh, that's crazy.
That was the first time. And that day you're talking about, that concert that we threw for the purpose of amplifying the message so we can get the music in the stadium, we actually captured a video of that performance, but you were right in the front row.
Yep.
Right in front of the stage. And we sent that video to the stadium DJ. And that's why he played the song. He said, wow, people really seem to like this song. Send it to us. And then he ended up playing that song in the stadium, and the crowd went crazy, and he kept playing it for the rest of the year.
Well, we need to get the Broncos back to their glory days. Maybe Aaron Rodgers can help us out with that. We'll see, huh? Fingers crossed.
I'm hoping we get Aaron, man, or Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Russ. I still have a little bit of hope, like in the right system, Drew Lock could be that guy. But I would love Rodgers or Russell Wilson.
I saw somebody compare Locke to Allen from Buffalo if Locke had better coaching. So, I mean, he's got the physical skills, the talent.
Maybe even if they get Rodgers and Locke can sit underneath him for a couple seasons and just learn and learn and learn.
Yeah.
That's my dream scenario for the Denver Broncos. Yep. Like, man, lock up Drew Lock for the low because nobody wants to pay him like that. And let him sit behind Aaron for 2 years and then let Aaron sail off into the sunset with another ring. And then let Michael Drew come in there and show us he's the guy too. Because Drew Lock's been being mentored by like nobody, like Flacco,
the elite Flacco,
with like Shermer as his system. I mean, Scangarello was cool, man. I like Scan. There was no reason to get rid of him, but this Shermer system was terrible.
Yeah,
so I feel bad for Drew, man. And then the off season with COVID, he didn't really get a fair shake at all.
I agree. I agree. Well, we're hoping for greener pastures for the Broncos coming up. So, well, let's get into a little bit of what you're doing now. What do you have cooking right now these days?
I got a lot cooking right now. I just actually shot this pilot for the first episode of this musical series I've been working on now for, believe it or not, 6 years, called A Football Dream. So I'm really, really excited about that. It's a 10-episode musical series. We shot both in regular like 6K HD, but also we're shooting it in VR, which is the really exciting one. We're doing the whole series VR 180. So I'm excited about that. I think the project is going to be really, really cool. I also got this platform, a crowdfunding platform for Kingdom creatives to make like faith-based content that glorifies God, but also to use the revenue they make to help support causes they believe in. 51% of the money that they earn on this platform goes to causes. I'm excited about that. I got a lot of stuff in the works, man. A lot of stuff on the low. Any
more Broncos music coming at us?
I'll probably make a song here and there. Like I said in my Still Reppin' album, I was like, every now and then I'll drop a summer jam, like Undertaker coming back for a SummerSlam. Every now and then I give him a little something. But like I'm really retired from the Broncos stuff, but I know I'm not gonna be able to resist doing at least a song or two every year because I'm still a fan.
Right. Let me ask you this: how much hate do you get in the comments from Raider fans?
A lot. way more than I should, in my opinion. Because I'm like, I don't even bother you guys like that. Like I'll get people commenting on Khalil Mack and Black Hole from like 7 years ago, like yesterday. I'm like, why are you still listening to this?
They're good every 50 years or something like that. When's the last time they won a Super Bowl? I think I was 0.
Yeah, it was a long
1980.
time.
So
yeah, it was a while.
Jealousy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got anything?
Let's see. I think He Loves the D was the song that first turned me on to TheMadFanatic. I know that before every football game, my son has to hear the song Track Squad because he thinks he's the fastest kid out there and he wants to be like those guys. So just, some respect on those songs. It's great music. We love you.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, always. And we're always blaring that stuff on Sundays.
Yeah.
In pregame and even though we're not tailgating in Denver, I'll still bump the stuff in the morning, getting ready for games. So much love to you. Thanks for joining us. And I know it's a nice quick. It's probably getting close to bedtime over there on the East Coast. But thank you so much for being here on the Horns Up podcast, and we'll send you a copy and you can have at it.
All right. Thanks for having me. Peace.
Thank you.